Aries Moons, and welcome to your predictions for the full moon in Pisces happening on the 2nd and the 3rd of September. And I'm so excited about this full moon because a Pisces full moon is really one of my favorite energies, and there really are a lot of beautiful things happening astrologically. As you know, if you're already following me, I'm not an astrologer, but I always link some great videos for some astrologers that I do follow. I believe there are quite a few trines happening in September, which is really positive. And yeah, Pisces is that beautiful energy. It's about dreaming and really allowing yourself to dream big. But I must caution you against dreaming dreams that you don't believe in. Make sure that the dreams you're spending time lingering on and thinking about, that you really believe it's possible to bring them through. You can always add to that dream and make it bigger as you work on those belief systems. And of course, anything is possible for you, Aries. I also want to pull a couple oracle cards for you. But I really feel a lot of healing energies coming through for this full moon for you guys. And in fact, in general, I just feel that there is an immense amount of opportunity for healing work. And sometimes healing work is not pretty, guys. Sometimes it's emotional. Sometimes old things are coming up and making themselves known. Things from your childhood, things you didn't even realize were bothering you. Now is the perfect time to be releasing them. Some very beautiful energies coming up for you guys. Alright, I don't want to pull actually any more cards than that. In terms of oracle cards and just general feelings for you guys, I'm getting the 7 of Earth and the 6 of Fire. This is a really amazing omen for you guys in terms of success and victory. The magic is really available to you, and this is paired with the Queen of Swords. Everything is about the clouds clearing, the silver line making itself apparent to you. Seeds are well planted. You've already planted the seeds. They're busy growing. They might not have peaked above the surface, although I feel like some seeds already have shown themselves in terms of this victory, this good news, possibly awards, possibly public recognition for your work, these kinds of things. Really exciting, amazing, incredible energies surrounding you at this time. Now, in terms of what is leading up to the point of the full moon in Pisces, we have the Justice card with the Moon card. And quite interesting, this Moon card for me often talks about the dreamlands. Of course, it has that aspect of the divine feminine, the unknown, the subconscious, and the dream space, as in the dreams you have at night, are a really excellent way of communicating with your subconscious, receiving messages, doing the healing work. And so if you haven't already started this practice of a dream journal, and personally I've actually just embarked upon a 30-day dream challenge, and just very strictly recording those dreams and intentionally working with them, which is so powerful, guys. I really encourage you to be working with this. It's really going to just accelerate that healing process for you and really speed things up. And then Justice. And because the Justice card is with that Moon card, I'm really getting the sense that you are tapping in right now to that feeling and that knowledge and that understanding and that knowing experientially that in the end there is divine justice, that things balance out, and that you don't necessarily need to be the one to deliver punishment. Delivering punishment in terms of trying to seek revenge. It's best for you to just let go. We are, of course, a part of this universe, and it's very important to acknowledge the ways in which our actions also help to balance things out. But that balancing doesn't need to be in dishing out punishment. This is very much a part of the old systems, and we're really just shifting into that new system. We're moving into the age of Aquarius, of course, and we're moving into a space of heart-centered living. And heart-centered living is not about dishing out punishments. It's not about punishment and reward. It's about doing the self-work, and it's about dishing out equity, using the resources that we have been given in terms of this very unbalanced society that we're still sort of phasing out, using those resources that have been given to us and being able to share them. And I really am seeing, and again, just in terms of like general energies, I'm really seeing that the monetary system is really going to shift and change. And so these resources are not necessarily in giving out money to beggars, but perhaps you have a vegetable garden at home and you're using the excess vegetables to provide food for those who are in need. Of course, I'm speaking from a context of South Africa where there is grave need. Some of you may be watching in places where there is less need in your immediate environment, but there is always ways to find ways to put good energy out, whether that be in terms of resources. And these actions really become a part of that balancing out and that revealing of the divine justice. And then in terms of what's happening for you around the full moon, I have Four of Swords and Ace of Wands both reversed. And now, I don't normally read reversed meanings. I normally turn them around straight away, but something told me to keep them reversed this time, because Four of Swords reversed is really about accessing healing energy. And I'm not getting the sense of bad health falling upon you, or even spiritual health. Of course, this can be talking spiritually, but I really get the sense of doing the spiritual house cleaning, this cleansing and washing out, the taking time to have a bit of rest. Even though your energies are really high at this point, you just feel so expansive. But it is a time for you to just really be releasing those old, the painful movies, the things that no longer serve us. This access point of healing is just so open at this time for you. And I'm really excited for it. And then in terms of what's unfolding for you after this full moon, we have the King of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. And I really feel like this King of Pentacles and Four of Wands energy is really tying in with what I've already spoken about in terms of the Seven of Earth, the Six of Fire, and the Queen of Swords. You're really seeing things opening up, and you've been seeing them opening up, and you've been seeing new opportunities, new doors of success, new pathways being cleared, and perhaps you're exploring multiple different pathways right now, and you're going to find more of a focus after the full moon, because sometimes, you know, when we building the energy up and moving towards full moon, we have so much energy to use and utilize, and maybe we're able to juggle a lot more things that are going on. But after that full moon, you're really just able to discern where it is most important for you to be placing your attention, your focus, your energy. And I certainly hope it's going to be hand in hand with those healing modalities. There's also a possibility of proposal in terms of romance. So if you're already in a relationship, perhaps you're going to take that relationship to the next stage. This could mean marriage. Of course, not all of us believe in this very old thought system of marriage as an institution. And of course, it could just mean, you know, in a spiritual sense, taking that relationship to the next level. But there is some sort of romantic proposal. And of course, if you're not in a relationship, perhaps there's going to be a new opportunity for there to be a relationship. And then this King of Pentacles energy, we just have this mastering of the abundance energies, of the materiality, of sitting strong in your finances and understanding how to use them in positive ways and how to place certain energies within those, I mean, let's face it, guys, we're really working magic every moment of the day. And this is what's powerful about magical practice. And if the word magic doesn't resonate with you, we can exchange this even just with energy work. We can exchange this word with spiritual work. But it's just about understanding, because this is what magic is. It's about understanding how to use energy in a way that serves us. And the key point here being that what serves us at a real, true, fundamental level is also what serves the collective. It's not a selfish adventure, but rather selfish versus self-centered, being centered within the self and understanding that the self is a reflection of the collective as well, and that we are so interconnected that only the thing that serves everyone serves us, and vice versa, understanding that relationship. And so coming back to this aspect of materiality, the energy that we place around money, the kinds of emotions we manifest and create around money, because of course we have the power to alter our emotions around this energy. And perhaps you've been working at doing things like, when you have a bill to pay and perhaps you don't have that much money in the bank at that point, you just take a moment to meditate and bless that money with love and thank that money for coming into your life, so that you can keep those channels open and so that you can allow that abundance to flow back in. Because of course we need to live and we need to survive. So it's really about finessing those ways of working with the energies. And of course, I really want you to remember the ways that the material is interlinked with that spiritual aspect. These are not mutually exclusive things. The spiritual realms, they're overlaid and they're present right here, and that we can access those spiritual realms even in something as mundane as accounting. And so I really want you to just remember the power you have in each moment to alter the way you feel about something, so that you can keep those channels open and work your divine magic. And of course, everything I've just said also applies to that healing work. And like I said before, that healing work, it does sometimes feel a lot like trauma. And we need to allow space for those emotions to channel through, but we also need to recognize the power we have in, after purging those emotions, shifting our focus towards the things we can be grateful for and the lessons that may have come through that process. Because this is the thing about the universe, guys. If you don't learn those lessons now, it's going to keep coming back and back and back over and over until you learn it. Have you ever noticed how you seem to manifest the same kinds of relationships, and they end in very similar ways, etc., etc.? And this is maybe not for all of you, but a lot of us manifest the same situations over and over, and the reason is because we haven't taken the time to extract that lesson and to make that shift and that change. And the thing about having negative emotions, I also like to honor these emotions because they are messengers. What they tell us is that something we're thinking about or focusing on is actually not aligned with who we truly are. And I'm just going to reference Abraham Hicks. If you haven't looked up Abraham Hicks, what a powerful, powerful channel. And that little nugget of information, the alignment with true self, and the way the emotions are showing us that, and that we need to realign with who we truly are, that we're powerful beings. That's an Abraham story, and I really do encourage you to look up this amazing, amazing channel if you don't know them already. So, beautiful Aries moons. I'm so excited for all of this abundance coming through, all of this healing energy, all of these victories, awards, recognition. And hey, maybe it just needs to be that self-recognition. And that's also sometimes much more important than the public recognition. In fact, actually, you need to come with the self-recognition first, before the public's going to see it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you haven't hit subscribe, and if you did watch right to the end, I'm assuming you liked it, so please hit subscribe. I'm really just trying to build a community here, trying to shine light into the universe. I also do a live tarot session on my Instagram account at LunAscention every Tuesday evening, 8:30 p.m. That's GMT +2 South African time. And if you'd like to join there, that would be absolutely awesome. And yeah, it's so great to have you guys here. Thank you for watching. With love.